This is the circumference of the buba, and this is the sleeve of the buba. So today I want to show you how I'm going to sew it, but before then I want to cut the facing. So this is the remaining fabric. I'm going to fold it as if I want to cut the body into two this way, then fold it again. Second fold, I'm going to lay it flat. If it's not laying very well, you use your pin to make it to lay flat. So now I'm going to put my buba. This is the joining side, this is the center front and center back. So I'm going to lay it accordingly this way. I'm going to lay it, make sure they are aligned. Then I'm going to draw a chalk on the neckline. So after that, I'm going to take it out and take my tape rule. I'm going to measure the arc. The neck is 3, so I want to do 3 inches. So I'm going to measure 6 inches round. 6 inches round. Or let me make it 6.5. 6.5 round. 6.5 round. Six and half. So this way, this is the facing. I'm going to cut it out. I hope you see what I did. Yes, I hope you can see what I did. So I'm going to cut it. This is the neckline. I'm going to cut it this way. This is the facing. I want to use facing for my buba. So I'm going to cut this way. This is the 2 folded edge. Then I'm going to open up my buba. Open it up this way. So I'm going to open it up. This is the right side, this is the wrong side, and this is my facing. So I'm going to put the facing right side, facing right side. Then I'm going to pin it round. Going to pin it round. So I've pinned it round. So I'm going to sew it round. After sewing, I will. So I finished sewing the facing round. So and I've notched all it round. So I'm going to put hemming gum on the facing, so that the facing will lap very well. So I'm going to put hemming gum this way and turn it to the other side this way and give it a good press. So when I done that, I will come back. So this is the neck. This is the neck. on the outside. Hope you can see it. Okay, this is the neck on the inside. Then I've side it round. Then this is the neck on the outside. You can see how neat it is. It is the work of hemming gum. So instead of sewing, at times you can use hemming gum to finish your seam. It does it perfectly without thread sewing on your fabric, on your neckline, or wherever you want to use it to finish it. You can see how nice it is. So now I'm going to work on so now this is the shoulder. I'm going to do the shoulder joining this way. This is the notch that joins to this shoulder line. I'm going to take a note of the notch. Then I'm going to sew from here down here, down to this place. I'm going to do that and come back and show you. Then I'm going to finish the edge with a serger. So now I've joined the seam of the sleeve this way with the sewing allowance, and I've finished it. I've finished the edge. So now this is the sleeve. So I'm going to use a gummy stay to finish the round sleeve of the sleeve. So I'm going to lay the body of the buba flat this way, right side. So I'm going to pull this one too. Right side facing right side. I'm going to take my sleeve this way. This is the notch. I'm going to place it on the notch this way with the body. I'm going to place it like this, and I'm going to pin it and sew it down for this sewing edge to kiss my notch. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to sew this one this way to this side and make the sewing to kiss my notch here. So after that, I'll come back and show you. So this is the shoulder notch for the sleeve, and this is the shoulder notch for the body of the buba. So you're going to make them kiss this way. Then you sew down. You sew. Don't forget your sewing allowance. You sew. When you get here, you stop sewing where the sleeve joining starts. That is where you stop sewing. Okay, so you are not going to climb this joining. You can see I didn't climb it. I stopped right away on the joining of the sleeve. So I'm going to turn it the other side. You can see the kissing stop at the sewing here. So you're going to do the same for the other side. You're going to put your needle right at the beginning of the seam. You don't need to back stitch. Then you sew. You sew until you meet the sewing of the other shoulder line. So you back stitch. So after that, you can see how it is. This is the sleeve joining inside. This, we've joined the shoulder. This is the body. So you're going to pull the body together this way, then you sew. You start from where your sewing stops. This is where my sewing stops. That is where you are going to start your sewing. So you are just going to pin the joining, just one stitch, then you sew down. You sew down. You stop at the notch. You back stitch. You stop here. You do the same thing to the other side. So this is the sleeve. I've serged it round. So I'm going to just take like a pinch, not up to 1/4 inch, and sew round, as in on the edges that I've just serged. I'm going to hem it round, then I'll come back and show. So now I want to show you how I finish the round sleeve with hemming gum. So you're going to iron fold it and give it a good press so that it will make a mark on the sleeve. Then you're going to take this hemming gum. There's an 1/4 inch, but this is 1/2 inch. We're going to tuck it in such a way that it will not show at the edge. It will be closer to the edge, but it's not going to show at the edge. Going to tuck it in nicely this way. Then you're going to put your iron and give it a good press. Going to give it a good press. Make the stem. So you're going to turn it the other side and do the same to the other side. Going to measure it and tuck it in. It will be close, very close to the edge, but it's not going to show at the edge. So you're going to do the same thing. Give it a nice press. Give it a nice press. So your sleeve is nicely finished without any sewing thread at the outside. So I'll give it a slit at the side. This is a slit at the side. That is how to slit a buba, especially so if the person is the plus size and the fabric is not enough for the hip. So if the fabric is exactly the hip measurement, maybe the hip is 48 and the fabric is just 48 or 50, you can still use it. So when you give this slit, it will give it allowance for it not to be too tight when the person wear it. So I'm going to do the slit to the other side. Then I'm going to hem the down part. I've serged it. I'm going to hem it. So when I hem it, I'm going to wear it for my mannequin. You're going to see how my mannequin rock this Iro and Buba. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Okay, this is my buba. You can see this slit nicely finished on both sides. The neckline, the sleeve, and the down part. So I'm going to wear it for my mannequin. So this is my mannequin rocking the Iro and the Buba. You can see how beautiful it's looking. You can see how she's rocking it so beautiful. Can see the way she's rocking it. So you can make yours and show me how you rock it better than my mannequin. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.